Today's episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Go over and get you a free audiobook 30-day free trial over at www.audibletrial.com/nerdcave. You can be picking up Timothy Zahn's new book, Thrawn. It's freaking awesome. Or you can get Ahsoka. You can get all these Star Wars books because everybody loves Star Wars. If you don't love Star Wars, what are you doing with your life? There's over 180,000 titles, though, to choose from. You can get it on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle. And if you have an MP3 player and what are you doing with your life, you can get that there as well. So go over to audibletrial.com/nerdcave and grab you one of those new books. Get smart. We read at the Nerd Cave. We read. Build it beautiful. What's up, everybody? This is Zach.
And Allie.
With Nerd Cave, the podcast. The Nerd Cave podcast, episode 200 and something.
I feel like it's 210.
No, we're past 210. I think it's like 213.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's 213. Let's go in the abyss of my podcast services.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Yep, this is 213.
Well,
there you go, 213. Last week, we did about 10 hours of E3 coverage, so we didn't have a podcast last week. And we gave all of our love to Nerd Cave Gaming.
Yes.
It was all there. We did pre and post shows.
We missed one pre-show, but that was not our fault.
Yeah, but that's, that it is neither here nor there.
No.
And I crushed Derek at his own game.
I was wondering when you were going to mention it. Not if, but when.
Yeah, it was a win. It has to be at the very beginning because Derek right now is listening and he's getting very upset.
Yes, he is. And you'll just keep mentioning it throughout the podcast, and he'll just be getting more and more angry.
Yeah, just like slowly poking the bear. Like just, it's just like not with a very sharp stick. It's just kind of like you just poke him every now and then, get him a little riled up. Like,
It's like the end of like a broomstick, where it's like it doesn't necessarily like super duper hurt, but after a while it might get a little sore, and it's also super annoying.
Yeah. So you're looking at the E3 champion here, okay? I'm going to have a belt.
Oh, yeah, I meant to make a belt. I forgot.
I'm going to get the belt going on.
My bad.
But that's okay, because I need a Disney Song Challenge belt that I never made one of those, because I crushed Robbie in that, and Robbie couldn't make it because he's celebrating Father's Day. Father's Day.
I was going to say, what if instead of a belt, I made, like, little trophies?
I kind of want I want something to wear.
I'll make the belt. I'm just saying... Trophies are a lot more portable.
They are a lot more portable, but when you're lording it over someone else...
Okay, that's fair.
This is like...
After the wedding, that's when I'm going to start working on cosplay stuff, so I can work on it.
Okay, yeah, like, wrestling.
I know what you're saying.
Like, I want to be able to, like, when I'm on podcast, like, how Macho Man would, cream the crop.
Yeah.
Cream the crop. You have his belt.
Yeah.
Have his belt, so when I podcast, I have to have the belt with me.
Yeah.
Anytime we talk about games, I have to, pull out the belt, set it down,
Eventually you can, get it. Are we actually, recording?
We are recording. See, got a little red up there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with all the computer tonight. I was going to say,
the computer's not on.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that tonight. It's okay.
Sorry, everybody. No, yeah, something like that. I'm just picturing how I can make it. It'll be out of craft foam, definitely.
And then, when we get rid of the green screen and we build, the set.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. Whenever we, get the set, you can have, a little shelf and then, just kind of put it on the shelf.
Yeah, put it up on the shelf. And then when someone wants to challenge me,
Then we bring it down on the table.
Yeah, when E3 2018 comes out.
You're going to have the set by then?
We're hoping.
Okay.
I'm hoping in a year we could have that set.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But...
I'm always got eye on the prize.
No, I agree. I live my life more like one con to the next. I have to get ready for the next convention.
No, I'm we're going to have a set. We're going to have maybe by that time something bigger than this. But set is first, then something bigger than this room. Because if you haven't ever been in this room,
it's pretty tiny.
It's a small room.
Pretty tiny.
We got a lot of crap in here. We've got a gold PlayStation 4 over there.
Yeah.
Beautiful PlayStation 4. We got all my gaming stuff. Then we have 2 very large PCs in here and a huge L-shaped desk.
Do you ever use that second one?
Amy used to use it like to play Sims, but
Why didn't she play it on that one?
because like it would like crash my computer.
Oh,
Like
I see.
Origins sucks.
Origins does suck.
So like it would constantly crash my computer and I'm always working. Like so like
That's fair.
I set
get
that
you.
one up, got her on
Yeah,
that one.
I get you.
So she could crash that one as many times as she wants to. But like she hasn't used it in a while because she's been very eye on the prize of wedding me.
Yeah.
And she works hard. Like
Yes, she does.
Jesus Christ, we work today. Like I'd rather go to work. That's a lot of work. A lot of just like little things. I don't like little things. Little details. That's not me. It's not me.
I don't know. I work well with doing like little detail things. It's like just like it's like especially if it's a lot of little details, it's like repetitive. It's just something where it's kind of like I can like lose myself in the work and like watch something on my phone, and I'm like, okay, that's why I love cosplay so much.
Not me. Like I am the total opposite. Like I like to like do very large scale. Like I want to be impressive. I want to.
Yeah.
I'm a showboat. Like 100%.
Really, I wouldn't.
That's me. Like me in a nutshell. So like, yeah, I'm not the.
I like to do like occasional big things, and again, another reason why I love cosplay is because you like to showboat, and like you do it because you love it, but also it is so nice when people take your picture. You're just like, yes.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta make sure your makeup on point, and
I say
you
on
use
fleek.
Seal body
Seal the
tape,
deal.
Your yes, seal the deal, and also get good wigs. Wigs absolutely 100% make or break a cosplay.
Yeah. Spend some extra money.
Like I
On that
get
wig.
like your first few, I get it, but also like there are hacks to like de-shine wigs and make them look not cheap.
Yeah.
Fabric softener people.
See, I didn't know any of that, but now I do. So
Now you do.
if
You ever need a wig,
for whatever wish.
I have a long brown wig that it might be a little more like it might be a little warmer than your actual color, but I think it could actually look pretty natural.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. You never know.
If it's my head, I don't know if it'll fit your head, just because my head is much smaller than most people's heads.
I have a very large cranium. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm a showboat kind of guy, like all the time. Like that's just me. That's why I like doing live streams. I like doing all of this. Like I like being in front of the camera. I like that.
I feel.
Yeah, I love it.
That.
So
News.
we're getting into the news now, and it's not a lot of news because most major outlets, we're going to fall into that as well. Most major outlets are still covering E3. We're going to cover some E3 stuff, but first, since we didn't touch it during E3, we want to recognize and celebrate the life of Adam West. And if you have not heard, I don't know where you've been, but Adam West, TV's Batman, the shining knight, the bright knight, as he would call himself.
In my opinion, the best Batman. I'm not even saying that as a joke.
No, I love Adam West Batman.
Batman series.
Has passed away at 88. Actor Adam West, the star of the classic 1960s Batman TV series, died last Friday at the age of 88 after a brief battle with leukemia. Our dad always saw himself as the bright knight and aspired to make a positive impact on his fans' lives. He was and always will be our hero, his family said in a statement. The kitschy, lighthearted 1966 through 68 Batman television series became a pop culture phenomenon and cemented the Cape Crusader campy image for a generation until darker comic book and movie interpretations came along. Just everything that Adam West has done in his career, he's always been like this kind of campy self, but he's always been like uber nice.
Uber nice, and like he always makes it work. Like the scene where he's like holding the giant bomb and then, like he wants to throw it in the water, but he's like, no, the ducks. Like I love that. That's like one of my favorite scenes.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Sometimes you can't.
And you know, if you're a more modern side of things, he was the mayor on Family Guy forever.
That's right.
And was hilarious on that show. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family and all the fans around the world of Adam West. Now, E3 2018 has been announced.
Give me them dates.
Those dates are June 12th through the 14th. Now, this is E3s. This isn't including like EA's.
Yeah.
EA Play. This isn't including Bethesda's conference. This is literally E3 where they have the fans come in, all of that kind of stuff. So June 12th through the 14th, 2018 will be the next E3. I'll be crowned once again E3 champion.
We'll see.
You know.
We'll see.
If I have to rig it.
I think that Derek would literally murder you if you tried to do that.
You know, 90% of the games. You know.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. This year's E3 was pretty good. Like, it wasn't like, oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't like, we've said this a lot, but like, it was solid. It was a solid E3.
Yeah. And like, every year, it's hard to top yourself. Like, every year, it's really hard to top yourself.
And that's the thing, is like, that's one of the game developers and like stuff, like, that's one of their downfalls, is that they always try to one up themselves, and by doing that, they tend to fall through.
Yeah.
And not do something super impressive. It's like, we can see that you tried, but I'm not like super like wowed by any of your content.
Yeah, and like you could look at, I think Nintendo had a pretty good solid showing.
I agree.
Sony's was really cool because it had like all of these elements to it, like the zombies hanging from the ceiling.
At first, you didn't realize they were people. You think it's like part of the game. You're like, oh wait, no, that's the stage. Those are people.
Yeah,
like it's really cool.
And the sand, you know, with the band in front and everything. Like I thought that was really cool going with Lost Legacy.
Water.
No, it was sand.
It was sand?
Yeah,
okay, because it looks like one of those like water wall, like light shows.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, but with sand. Okay.
Yeah, it was sand. And then they did have water going into, I want to say, God of War or something. There was one that had like water on the outside. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I think it was God of War because it starts off with them in like the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and snow was Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Yes. So it had all these elemental things with Sony's, which was really nice. And they showed a ton of games. But none of it was like, oh, I didn't know anything about that, other than Shadow of Colossus. That was like kind of the get hyped moment.
Yeah, but like I think we saw like a leak like right before the conference that it was rumored it was going to be remastered. But still, that was the one surprise.
Yeah. And then you look at Xbox. Xbox showed 42 games.
Yes, they did. It was a lot of games.
A lot of games. About 20 of those was in that sizzle reel for their indie development side of things.
Bam.
But they kind of stumbled with it because I didn't leave that conference knowing why I should buy an Xbox One X.
I agree, because it's like all the games are, I was like, oh, I have to get that. I was like, it's gotta be on the PlayStation. Yeah,
other than Anthem, and if Anthem was not on the PlayStation, I would get it on the Xbox. Like I would even upgrade to an Xbox One X if it was exclusive, just to like pump out that power. But it's for PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
BioWare wouldn't abandon their PlayStation and PC fans. They would never do that.
No, and you could see how much Tomb Raider suffered from doing that the previous 2 years when they had a year almost exclusivity of being on there. But...
I was actually talking to some people... I was in the mall and I was checking out a store. I was actually buying this shirt.
Oh, nice.
It's a Warcraft shirt with Thrall's hammer on it.
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's World of Warcraft.
I got that.
Thrall's a really big character.
Is he like Thor?
No, although there's actually, it's not like Marvel Thor, but Thor actually is in Warcraft. I think his name's spelled a little differently because it's based off like the Norse.
Yeah.
No, I had stopped myself from going into like Warcraft lore.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was checking out, and there were two guys that were at the cash register, and they saw that I was wearing like my Overwatch bag. So we started talking about Overwatch, and then we kind of got into the conversation of like the Xbox One. And one guy was like, "Oh, I'm so excited," but then the other guy was like, I wasn't convinced to buy one. I saw no reason to buy one. And I was like, I completely agree with you. I was like, yeah, like, sure, it like the graphics on it look great, but I'm not going to drop $500 on it.
Yeah, and like to get the most out of it, like you got to have that 4K TV.
Yeah, exactly. Which is even more money to spend. I ain't got that kind of money.
Like I know they're doing like super sampling, and it'll make the 1080p version, TVs look better.
Yeah, but still.
But I've got one sitting over there. It rarely gets turned on.
Yep.
And I got that beautiful beast over there, that gold PS4.
I'm assuming you've played it since you've gotten it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's so beautiful. Like I love it. Like I'm in love.
I just want the controller. Like what'd be really cool is like a totally like all the buttons and everything are gold controller.
I wish, but it's not.
No, it's not.
But that's okay.
No, it's fine.
I got a gold controller.
I still think it looks really cool. I'd like to get just the control. If they sold just the controller,
they do.
I'd get it. They do?
Yeah, they do.
How much is it?
Right now, if today is the last day of play, so you might want to look on Amazon and see if you can get a gold controller that's cheap.
I'll do it after the show.
So, speaking of the gold PlayStation 4, I traded in my first gen PS4.
Yes, and you traded some games in along.
I traded a ton of games. I traded my 3DS, my original 3DS in, and 2 Pokemon games. I couldn't find why.
Wonder why.
But so I'm calling Gulf Breeze. Never has anything. Like I'm very disappointed in that store.
The Gulf Breeze games.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Very disappointed in that store. So I get everything together. Derek, he gives me the down low on what I need to bring in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got everything.
The deets.
Yeah. I give my PlayStation, I upload all of my saves to the cloud.
Yeah, make sure that if you ever transfer stuff, you keep your saves. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your progress.
Yes. So I did that, uploaded everything, got everything together, and checked around, seeing where one was left. One was left at Cordoba Mall. Like, okay, I'm going to go there. So as I'm going, I was like, okay, I'm going to call and make sure that they hold it for me.
They usually don't hold stuff.
They usually don't. But I called, and I was like, hey, do you have the gold PS4? Like, lady was like, yes, I've got the gold PS4. I'm like, okay, I am on my way. I have a PlayStation 4, a ton of games, and a 3DS. I'm on my way to come get that PlayStation. She's like, okay, sounds good. I'll see you in a few minutes.
I like it.
I'm like, all right, got a connection here.
Yeah.
So I get there,
Solid.
come into the mall.
Yep.
I held the door for a gentleman.
There you go.
He said, thank you, bro. I was like, okay.
No, just.
I recognize that. I recognize that. I like when people say thank you when I hold the door. I get very angry when people don't do that.
Yeah, it's like even if it's not the most like heartfelt thing, it's acknowledging that someone you don't want to do it for the thanks, but it's still just kind of like I didn't have to hold the door open.
Yeah, I could have bashed your head in the door.
Yeah, I could have been like, bam.
I could have murdered you in front of your child.
That's true.
But I didn't. He said thank you, and I was feeling good. I was on cloud nine. I'm stepping
riding that high.
I'm stepping in there. I get into GameStop. There's these 2 bozos.
They sold the PS4 Gold.
Well, they were wanting my PS4 Gold.
But she was like, nah, guy, I'm holding
Well,
this.
get this. We'll get this. These two clowns. I'm gonna say something.
Clowns.
These 2 clowns.
Clowns, the fools.
Come in there, and they were like, "Oh, you got a gold PS4?" And she's like, "Are you the guy that just called?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm the guy that called." She's like, "Well, where's your PlayStation?" He's like, I changed my mind." She's like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, I thought about bringing some like Game Boy stuff in." He's like, "But I changed my mind." And she's like, because she was telling me the story after they left. She's like, "I knew right then." She's like, he didn't sound like you, and he didn't have a PS4. And I'm like, well, I appreciate you holding on to it. Because again, didn't have to.
Yeah, she didn't have to. A lot of the times they do like first come, first serve.
Yes. But I was bringing in the bounty.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they were like, this guy's going to give us a lot of stuff that we can sell, so let's give it to him. And
exactly.
Also, good rep, you'll want to go back.
Yeah.
It's all about that customer
Yeah.
seller.
Oh yeah,
Relationship.
yeah. So
Solid.
get all of that. Comes out, okay? Like the PlayStation, my old PlayStation at the moment was going for 100 because they dropped it down from
Yes.
130 because it's down to 250 right
Yeah.
now. It won't be when you're hearing this.
Nope.
So don't expect
What's it going
this.
up to?
It'll be 300.
300.
I think.
Yeah.
So get that. Get everything. Like everything's like I'm seeing the total go up. I'm like, yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Go.
So it gets up to like $230 something. I'm like, okay.
Cool.
So I upgraded to a terabyte hard drive, gold PS4 Slim
Yep.
with a new controller. Now, this might sound bad. I traded in my worst controller and my shortest HDMI cable.
I mean, for some people like taking apart controllers to get components from other stuff. That it could be that.
Like,
That controller is giving its body to science.
so I upgraded. I got a longer HDMI cable. I got a gold controller
Yep.
and the PS4, and I spent all of $17.09.
You guys heard it here. $17. That's like some extreme couponing stuff.
I know. And like what gets me is like if I even just upgraded my hard drive on my old PS4, it'd be $100.
Yep.
But I got a gold PS4. Like I'm happy.
No,
I'm a
I mean,
happy man.
that is a great deal.
I'm a happy man.
I'm jelly, but I love my PlayStation, and I ain't got that kind of money to drop.
$17.
Well, I mean, I don't think I have enough games to like trade in.
Oh yeah, like Pokemon games. That's what got me. Like,
Oh yeah, they love their Pokemon games.
the Pokemon games hold their value.
I only have one.
Like Black. I traded in Black. Got $16. I traded in Sun. Got $18. Yeah.
I'm surprised Sun didn't go for more.
Me either.
Maybe it's because they're about to get the.
Ultra Sun,
Yeah.
Moon, whatever the crap it's called.
Yeah.
I think that's a lazy move on their part.
Well,
but whatever,
it's
they're working on the
similar
Switch.
to, like, the
They're working
black
on
and white
Switch
version, too.
Pokemon, so
But
I can get
yeah, the
down
only
with that.
Pokemon game I have is White version 2. It's not the only one I've played. Which I played through legal means,
Yeah,
not by all an emulator on my laptop during school.
yeah. Oh man, I forgot. My Black no, is it the Y? I think it's Y. So the one I didn't sell has like a hacked version. Anyway, don't worry about that.
It's all perfectly legal.
It's all perfectly legal. So, Life is Strange was also showed, and this was one of the things I was excited to see
Yes.
at the Xbox conference.
And definitely surprised.
Yeah.
I think like we both like actually I think all of us said like we were expecting to see it at Sony.
Yes, I was for sure, especially
Yeah.
because they're running PS Plus this month with Life is Strange.
Yeah.
I've kind of felt that this was a little slap in Sony's face.
A little bit. I'm curious how Xbox kind of snuck in, was like, hey,
Hey, it's a good
our
move.
conference.
It's a good move
it
on their
was a
part.
very good move on their part, but I want to know like the
deets.
I want to know the deets. I wanted to be in the room where it happened.
Let me call Phil Spencer up.
Yeah, just call him up.
Hey
real quick.
Phil, you know,
Hey Phil, deets.
give me them deets.
You,
What-
no,
how'd
like,
you-
don't even have to say the game. Just say deets, and he'll be like, I know what you're talking about. You want to know about Life is Strange?
Life is Strange Before the Storm does not feature any supernatural powers.
Nope.
There will be no rewinding in Chloe Price's 16-year-old life, no alternate realities or time bending. This is not Life is Strange 2.
Nope.
That is being worked on by Don't Nod
I'm super excited for that.
over in France.
I'm curious. We had talked about it before.
Yeah.
Like we knew there wasn't gonna be like supernatural elements to it. I want to know what the interesting game mechanic is going to be.
You want to know what the interesting game mechanic is?
What?
I got it right here. Instead,
Oh. They
Before the Storm is a prequel developed by Colorado-based Deck 9 Games. I've never played any of Deck 9, I don't think. And it's focused on Chloe Price and her relationship with Rachel Amber. And relationships, say Deck 9, are what fans love from the original.
That's true.
It's certainly what I loved from the original game and what I've seen before what I've seen from Before the Storm is going to offer the wonderful angst that comes close to teenage friendships or indeed romantic relationships. Chloe and Rachel's relationship was ambiguous in Life is Strange, which opened up a lot of questions for exploring what it might have looked like in the prequel. Playing as Chloe looks very similar to playing as Max, minus the time traveling. She even has her own version of photography and graffitiing. So that's cool. You get the little, because you got to be Max. You're walking around, you're like,
hashtag selfie.
What's markedly different is her attitude and more mischievous options that are available to her in Arcadia Bay.
Yeah,
so
she went like super rebel after Max left and her dad died.
Yeah. And that's going to be in the game.
It's like in the trailer, like they showed like the car hitting, and I was just like, oh no, I have to relive that.
Yeah. So there's no rewind powers. There's no powers at all. But that's okay.
Yeah, like it says, yes, it's going to focus on the relationships, but like clearly it's going to go. We talked about it before, like I think we talked about it with spoilers or something, but like it's going to go into it's not really a spoiler because the game starts off with Rachel's missing. It's going to go into that, obviously.
Yeah, so it's going to be leading up into that, and then probably end with that.
Yeah, that's my guess is just because like there has to be like some sort of gameplay to it. Mm-hmm. My guess is that someone's going to have like hyper
observation.
Skills. Yes. That's my guess.
See, my thing, I think it's going to be more of the Telltale style here. It's going to be, of course, Life is Strange, but I don't think they introduce like any kind of like actual game mechanics. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be story based.
I can also see that's what like my realistic side of my brain is saying. That's what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping there'll be an interesting game mechanic. Yeah. But in the end, probably not. Like
I'm really looking forward to seeing the relationship between Chloe and Amber.
Because like.
Rachel Amber.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because like it clearly was like it really impacted Chloe.
Yeah, like it changed who she was.
Yeah, absolutely. Like because whenever Max sees her, like she almost doesn't recognize her. She's like, oh wait, oh my gosh, like you are totally different.
Yeah.
So it'll be really cool to see. Also, some Deck 9 games involve like the Ratchet and Clank games.
Really?
Yeah. They also did a Neopet game.
Which Ratchet and Clank games do they do?
Ratchet and Clank Collection, Ratchet and Clank Up something. It goes into an ellipse. I can't read it. I'm too lazy to click on it. Sorry, I'm just going through these games.
They did the Madagascar game.
I was like, they won. Then I was like, oh right, we're reading that like right. Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be awesome.
Me too. Yeah, no, I'm super excited for it.
It's gonna be
also
amazing.
it'll be nice and short and to the point.
Yeah, and that game comes out late August.
It's August 31st, I believe.
Yep. So the latest
it possibly could.
It could.
August 31st at 11:59.59.
I don't think it will be that. Now, we did see from Nintendo a totally new Yoshi game. Mm-hmm. I was confused by the way Derek was presenting that.
Yeah, he made it seem like it was like it was a port.
It was a port.
But he's like, no, it's a new game. And I'm like, I'll take your word for it. I've never played a Yoshi game.
It is a new Yoshi game, and it's on the Switch. And it is totally being developed in Unreal Engine 4.
That's cool.
Epic Senior Game Marketing Manager Dana
Cowley.
Yeah, shared this news in a post on Twitter. The adorable platformer is one of many upcoming Switch games being developed with Unreal Engine 4. In fact, Epic Games Japan rep told Automaton, in Japan, there are about 20 titles being developed that use the Unreal Engine.
I want to read his name. It's Takayuki Kawasaki. I want his name to be in there.
So she's going to read the names.
I'll read the names.
Yoshi for Nintendo Switch was announced earlier in E3. The 2D side-scroller features a cardboard-themed setting and will be released sometime in 2018. So it kind of has that woolly world look to it, but it has some depth as well, and it's two-player. Mm-hmm. It looked really good. I was excited for it.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. It looks like some fun.
And Derek was crapping like so much on Kirby, but Kirby looked like a lot of fun too.
Here's what because I was too lazy to just like whatever. I love I've never really played any of the Kirby games, but I love like seeing them. Like you see them and you just feel happy. You're like, yeah, this is like safe fun time.
It looked like a lot of fun, and you can actually play up to 4 people on that.
Usually it's usually just like a 2-player game. I think.
So that, like with the Switch, you would need. I'm assuming you could do 2 pairs of Joy-Cons. You could probably do, you can do 2 full sets of Joy-Cons or like a Pro controller or something like that in there. So I think that's going to be really fun to play. But Mario Odyssey looked so good.
Yeah, the guys I was talking to earlier, that I mentioned earlier, one of them was like, "Oh my gosh, Mario Odyssey," and I was like, "Oh, I'm super excited." And he was saying that he's like, I'm gonna get the hat. I'm gonna possess a Koopa, and then I'm gonna jump on them as a Koopa. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the irony. You're killing your brother.
Actually, they stack on each other.
I know the Goombas stack. Do the Koopas stack?
No, I don't think the Koopas stack. Never mind. I was thinking about Goombas.
Because the Koopas, you like...
hit them in the...
Bam! And then the shells. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's going to be interesting.
I think my favorite part... Oh, 2 of my favorite things for different reasons is I love the fact that you could possess a bullet bill. Like that's really cool. But then also like whenever he just like possesses this like totally normal dude on the street, you're just like, okay, like because at first you're like, oh, it's funny, he's like it's sort of like an upgraded mushroom system, and then he just possesses this random dude, and you're like, okay, Nintendo, let's like take a step back here and be like, let's look at what's actually happening here. Mario's possessing a normal guy.
Yeah. So Mario is essentially becoming a demon.
Yes. I mean, we knew he was.
Now, and what was interesting, I don't know if you've seen any of this. Once you possess one of the enemies, the other enemies know that you are still Mario. So
and they can like knock you out.
Yeah, like Tim Geddes was playing. He's from Kind of Funny. He was playing, and he possessed a bullet bill. And another bullet bill like came and like hit him. Yeah, and like it destroyed that bullet bill. And like
Mario goes no.
No, like he was still alive and everything.
Well, I mean, like he goes.
Yeah, he comes out and everything. But there's only a limited time that you can stay in the bodies as well. I figured that was the case. Yeah, so I'm glad that they're not making it where it's like really overpowered and that it's a useful skill, but it's like you can't abuse it. Sure. But getting control of Bullet Bill. Oh yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Also, I think it's interesting that because with the amiibo, because at first it was kind of like. I mean, you could tell that Peach is wearing a wedding dress, but it's like, oh, maybe she's just wearing a white dress. And I'm like, that's a wedding dress. Yeah. But now the amiibos are actually, like, it's official, like, Peach wedding outfit, Mario and Bowser in their wedding suits or whatever. And I'm like, so, like, they're after however many years that's been going on, they're finally going to get married.
Since the 80s.
Yeah, I was going to say since 80-something.
It's a long, like, engagement.
Well, I mean, they had to get to know each other. When in the Mario timeline do you think they got engaged?
They didn't.
Oh, so they just went straight from like dating to we're getting married now. Yeah.
I
mean, like clearly, like there had to be some like relationship doubt whenever Rosalina came in because Rosalina's very pretty. Yeah. And like, I mean, yeah, there's like the Mushroom Kingdom, but then there's like all of space. Like
that was Peach's way of testing Mario.
You know what? I agree with that, and he stayed faithful. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, that was her way of like. Let's see if my man's gonna be faithful.
Okay, but the Bowser thing. See, Bowser's actually just her friend. Like they're bros, whatever.
Yeah, like he's.
And but like it'll get sad, like sad not in like a oh my heart, but sad in like a pathetic way in a second. Where it's like he's been helping her all this time. Like
he's friend zoned.
Yeah, no, he's friend zoned. Now he's like, I was there for you the whole time. Let's get married. And she's like. No, I'm marrying this guy. Remember, you were helping me like work out my relationship with him, and he's like, "What? So now I'm friend zoned. What about all those times I was there for you?" And it's just like, "Oh, sweetheart, no, go away." Yeah.
And then Luigi's just there.
Yeah, Luigi's there. Also, I've seen some because the girl who was singing in the
the mayor.
Her name was like her name's like Paulina.
Yeah.
I saw something saying she was Daisy's sister? And I was like, what? Because for the longest time, I thought Peach and Daisy were sisters.
Yeah, I did too.
But I guess they're not. Also, whenever the character of Daisy was first introduced, it was in one of the shows. I think it was in maybe it was like in the live movie, and it was Prince Daisy.
Yeah.
They changed it to Princess Daisy.
Interesting. Did you know that Donkey Kong was Mario's pet originally?
I did not know that. That's interesting.
And like he would abuse Donkey Kong, and that's why.
Well, that's why he's throwing the barrels at him.
Exactly.
He deserved
And he
that.
kidnapped the girl. You got an education right there.
Yep. There's a lot of Mario education you can get.
Now, I have 2 of these in this number. 2 of these now. PlayStation 4 sales have exceeded 60 million worldwide.
That's a lot.
60 million. I have 2 of them. You have 1 of them. Like you bought a PS4. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. I see. I was like, you don't have 2. You got rid of 1. But I understand. I understand
bought
what you're saying.
2.
Yes, you are 2 numbers in that,
Yes.
and I am 1 number.
Thank you, Shuhei Yoshida, for building one of the best consoles ever. You're full of grace.
Yeah, like yes. Whenever at the Xbox conference, and they were like, the Xbox One X is, we've built the best console. And I'm like, let's slow down. Your graphics are nice, but like let's slow down for a second.
Let's look at our numbers here, guys.
let's just take a step back. Let's just learn to humble ourselves for a little bit and really ask ourselves, why am I lying about this?
Oh, Sony Interactive Entertainment today confirmed that over 60.4 million PlayStation 4 consoles have been sold to consumers. Sony announced the milestone in the wake of its E3 2017 showcase event. The figures include sales made up to June 11th, 2017. Sony also provided an update on the number of games sold via regular retail, digital sales, and the figure now stands at 487 million games. That's games.
I'm a few of those.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also, as of June 11th. My mind went off somewhere
Learn to
else.
read.
These figures are estimates. You hurt me. Based on the sales data collected by Sony in the Americas, Europe, and Asia. Sony also noted it has 26.4 million paid PlayStation Plus subscribers worldwide as of the end of March 2017. We are very grateful for our fans and our partners around the globe who have continued to support the PlayStation 4, said Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO Andrew House in a statement. The PS4 platform is in prime, and it's prime. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I cannot read.
No, you can't.
With the industry's best lineup of exclusives and partner titles slated this year, released for this year, taking full advantage of the power of the PlayStation 4 system. It was also revealed that in April, Sony had shipped 60 million PS4s and retailers, and Sony cracked 50 million PS4s sold to consumers back in December. So from December, half a year, it sold 10 more million consoles.
That's a lot of consoles.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Well, like you're like PlayStation Plus like paid subscribers, and I was like, yeah, that's me. But then I'm just like, I'm also probably going to cancel it very soon. The only reason I use Plus is to
Online.
Is you have to have it to play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which I don't like at all because with on PC,
Mm-hmm.
totally free to play. Like you have to buy it the one time, but
Yeah.
unlike Warcraft, you have to buy the game and they have to have a $15 subscription to play it monthly. So I mean, I'm not playing it right now because it's like one or the other.
Yeah.
Because also the PlayStation month is only $10. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
But it makes me really mad because there's like other online games where you don't have to.
Well, all console games are like that now.
Yeah, but like with one example, actually, I've actually been playing Destiny for the last few days just because I just kind of sit there and pew, not really pay attention. But like Destiny, you don't have to have the Plus membership to actually play. You have to have it to do certain things, but you don't have to have it to just play the game. Yeah. Which I like. And
well,
I get that with Overwatch.
Overwatch is a totally multiplayer game, though.
Yeah, and I get that it's it would be hard to like do things, maybe like make competitive mode only for PlayStation Plus people, but I like things that are free.
I understand.
I'm willing to pay for it, but it's one of those like now that the anniversary event's over, I'll stop paying And
Yeah.
then once because they're doing like an expansion pack about the lunar colony, adding more lore, adding new maps, super excited for it, or new map, I should say. Then I'll play again for a little bit, and I'll stop, and I'll play, and I'll stop.
Well, you weren't around in the dark times,
What dark times?
the PlayStation 3 era.
No, when it came to PlayStation 3, I got an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation 2,
So,
though.
the PlayStation Network used to be free. Mm-hmm. It used to be trash.
A friend of mine actually had the PlayStation 3, so I wasn't like, it wasn't like a first-hand experience, but it was like watching from the outskirts. I saw it happen.
Like, it was nice that it was free, but it didn't get as much support. Like, and you could see with Xbox has always been paid.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that's just the norm and everything. And with it being paid, they've definitely, like, ramped up
no, absolutely. Like, I love the PlayStation Plus network now.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
I just like not having to pay for things.
Oh, I agree. So, we'll see how long Nintendo keeps theirs free. I know eventually it will.
They just got pushed to 2018.
Yeah. Which is good. Good.
And also, they're still, like, their prices, I'm like, yeah, I'll totally pay those.
Yeah.
Like, $20 for a year, yeah, I'll pay that.
You know what else is free?
What else is free?
For you, the listeners of the Nerd Cave podcast, Gamefly is offering a premium free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their services. Now, I actually use Gamefly. I've been using Gamefly, and like a lot of people, a lot of podcasters, a lot of YouTubers, they never use any of this stuff. I use Audible. I use Loot Crate.
Yep.
I use Gamefly.
Yep.
So I'm not selling you anything that I don't actually use.
Yeah.
It's helped me save so much money from buying bad games.
Yeah, no, I remember it was like back whenever like they first kind of like came out or whatever. I remember like I almost started getting into this before like, because they've been out for a few years now.
They've been out since I was in college. Actually, before I was in college.
Yeah, because like
so like 2005, 2007.
Yeah, so like
what
it was before I was able to like make my own purchases.
Yeah,
kind of like that. But I remember like seeing like what it did. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I really like it because like I've got Persona 5 right now. Like I would never buy Persona 5 just because I've never played any.
If you need any questions about Persona 5, I can direct you to an absolute expert on that game.
Well, I probably do because I'm confused as mess right now. But like my first year of college, before I got into Gamefly, I spent probably $500, like easy. Like in the first like in a 6-month period, I spent $500 on games. Yep. And then once I got Gamefly, like it's definitely went down.
Oh yeah. Games are expensive.
They are expensive. They're $60 a pop, easy.
Oh yeah.
Now they don't only do like PlayStation 4 and Xbox. They do 360. They do PS3. They do the old 3DS, 2DS, that kind of stuff. Now they support Switch as well. They do also have like it's kind of Steam-esque as well. But like as long as you're paying the service, like you can play games on your PC through there. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, you got all of that. And the way you do it. To get your free trial today, go over to GameflyOffer.com/nerdcave. Again, that's GameflyOffer.com/nerdcave for your free 30-day trial. Now, you get one game during this free 30-day trial. All right? One game. So,
That's a whole 30 days to dedicate to a game.
Yeah. And you
can get through a game pretty quick, but if you space it out.
Yeah, you could take the whole 30 days and then be like, hey, this is not for me. Cancel it. Send the game back. Or you can play like, you can just sit down one weekend, play through a game, send it back, get another game, play through that. You can probably get through 2 games in a month. Because you got shipping times. You got shipping times.
I was going to say, like...
You might be able to squeeze 3 depending on where you live.
It depends on the game, how much time you have, and how good you are.
So there you go. There's a free game. Like, you're like, hey... I want to try out insert game here. Yeah. Be like, I want to try this whole Overwatch thing. Allie's talked so much about Overwatch and why
it has to be like the best game ever, right?
I need to try it out, but I don't have the $60 to pay the overlords over at Blizzard.
No, also, but if you play it on PC, you can get it for $40.
So, what you do, you go over to gameflyoffer.com/nerdcave and try that out. So there you go.
But yeah, life hack, if you're getting it on console, you have to buy the Origins Edition, which is $60. But if you get it on PC, you can either buy the Origins Edition or the regular edition. The regular edition is $40.
Yeah.
The Origins Edition just gives you like special skins.
I've got the Origins Edition. I've played it 3 times.
Well, it's because you have it on console.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I played it. I spent the $60.
I'm thinking like while you and Amy are gone, I'm going to like just grind for you.
That's fine. Like you could totally stream during that too.
I've never done like streaming stuff.
Well,
I'll just be like, just like the entire time, just me repeating, protect your healers, protect your healers.
You know, whatevs. So I got a story. I'm gonna spin you a yarn here. Okay, this is a different episode. Like this is not necessarily like a scripted normal Nerd Cave episode.
No,
we dealt with some nerd stuff. I want to deal with some real life stuff.
I was not prepared for this.
So this morning, got up, hungry.
You hungry?
Stomach was growling.
Rumbles.
Got a lot of stuff that we need to do today.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, let's go get some food. So me and Amy get in the car. We go to old McDonald's.
Love me some McD's.
Because we wanted some breakfast. You know, I was like, I normally go to Waffle House for breakfast.
Waffle House is good?
Waffle House is full of grace as well.
There you go. Bam. Do my right hand.
Waffle House.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, so we go. First person taking the order. Good. I was like, okay. Yeah. Next, get up to the window. To the window to get food.
Not to pay.
Not to pay. The pay was fine. Pay was fine.
Okay, so we get to the food part.
Get to the food part. And this girl opens the window, doesn't say hello, doesn't greet me, doesn't make me feel welcomed.
I'm sure she's very tired. It's an early shift. She might have been doing like the late night, like 3 a.m. to whatever shift.
Well, it's not only that, but she has a hickey the size of my fist, like right here on her neck.
I mean, chase your bliss. Girls gotta do what girls gotta do.
And, I'm just like, this is what's serving my food. Okay?
I'm sure she took a shower.
I hope, but not friendly. And, like, I'm not even lying. Like, a hickey the size of my fist. Like,
That'd hurt, right?
Like, yes, it would.
Like,
my fist is not very small. Like, I have a pretty big fist. I was like, Amy didn't see it. And I was just kind of just like, when I rolled up the window, I said it, and she's like, what? I'm like, yes. So that was the first one. Okay. So before recording this, Amy wanted Taco Bell.
Oh, now I want Taco Bell.
I'm sorry.
Amen.
Don't go to the one here. You'll know why. So I was like, okay, girl, we'll chase your bliss. We'll get you some Taco Bell. So we go to Taco Bell, get up to the drive-thru, the drive-thru, and the woman comes over the intercom and is acting weird, like acting strange. Everybody, strange. And it almost is like she's talking to somebody else during this because she's not really paying attention. But her voice, like her inflections, changed like several times. So we get up to the window, and she hands us our drinks. We pay for it. And like she gives the card back. She's like, "Thanks. Have a great day." And Amy's like, "We need our food." And she's like, "Oh yeah." And
she probably just had a really long day.
That girl was high.
Oh, okay.
Like, she was high as a kite.
That was going to be my second guess.
High as a kite.
I mean, we're going to Taco Bell.
So,
just kidding.
Here is my thing. Like, I have a ranking system for fast food.
Okay.
The end-all, be-all. Customer service, customer acquisition, just the experience all together.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A, like, cannot be beaten.
Like, I love Chick-fil-A, but, like, I love this new thing they've been doing where they're trying to be, like, really, like, fancy and, like...
I like it.
No, I do, too.
I feel like a governor.
It's just, like, it's a little silly, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember one time my friend and we were at Chick-fil-A. It was getting late, but like this one guy just like we were sitting there like there was like classical music playing, and we're like, what's that? It was like back when they first started doing it. We're like, what's going on? And then this guy was like, are you late to do it? Like we're just like, this is Chick-fil-A, man. Like we're fine.
Yeah, like, and they'll come and they'll take your garbage away for you. Like all of this, like they want you to come back.
Part of me really wants to tell that Chick-fil-A story from a while back.
Okay. Let me.
No, you finish your story.
Let me finish
and
ranking
I'll tell
here.
my Chick-fil-A story.
So
Everyone stopped
it's
watching.
like when you order, you say, "Oh, thank you," and you're like, "My pleasure, my pleasure."
You say thank you. You're just like, oh, have a nice day. It's not something. To say.
It's nice. Everywhere else, it's like, I hate my job. Stop talking to me. Give me your money so I can throw this fattening crap in your face and get out of here.
I mean, at least they're being honest.
But, okay, so we got Chick-fil-A. Like, that is up on the mountaintop.
Respect that.
Mountaintop. Shuhei is up there. Okay, Shuhei Yoshida, full of grace.
He's on the fast food rank?
He is, just because that's how amazing he is. Like, him and Chick-fil-A, same level.
All right.
Same level, okay? They have Jesus chicken. Okay, so there we are. Shuhei, Chick-fil-A. Todd Howard's a little bit lower than that.
My boy Todd.
He comes out on stage. And then you get a little bit lower. Are we considering Waffle House and the fast food? I don't necessarily, because it's more of a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, I if it doesn't have a drive-thru.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God, what if Waffle House had a drive-thru?
Oh my God, it would be so bad. Like, there'd be so many wrecks with all the drunks at late at night. So we have that. I'd say Panera is the next, because they do have a drive-thru.
Yes.
Okay, so Panera's pretty good, on point usually. Then we get a little bit lower. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
get a little bit lower. We have McDonald's and Whataburger about the same tier in my mind with customer service and satisfaction.
I don't go to Whataburger all that often, so I can't really comment.
My problem with them is that they're freaking chicken nuggets. I know they're a burger place, but get off my back. 16 minutes in a drive-thru is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't care if it takes you a longer time to cook my chicken nuggets. You need to cut that crap down. I can go to Chick-fil-A, full of grace, and get it any time. So, we've got those. Arby's. Actually, I'd put Arby's above Whataburger and McDonald's. Okay? Because they got the curly fries.
Okay.
Got the curly fries.
I will allow the curly fries.
Curly fries puts them
They
above
used to
that.
have really good little side things, and then eventually they got rid of it. 'Cause I'm not a huge fan of all their sandwiches.
I'm not either. Their chicken is good as well. I'm big on chicken.
Mm-hmm. They had these they had jalapeno poppers for a
Mm-hmm.
while, and then they had these potato wedge
Yeah.
those were so good, and then they kind of stopped carrying them.
That's weird.
They would come and go. It was weird.
Yeah.
But the curly fries, I will accept curly fries.
Okay, so far we've got Chick-fil-A, Shuhei, Todd Howard.
Yep.
Then Panera.
Sort of. Well, Panera's kind of out there.
Yeah, it's not necessarily fast food
But
because
it does have a drive-thru.
does have a drive-thru, since that's our way of saying that it's fast food. Then we have Arby's. Then we have Whataburger, McDonald's, and then you get into the cesspool that is Burger King and Taco Bell.
What about Wendy's? Where's Wendy's?
Wendy's is kind of off doing its own thing
Yeah,
because it's got
Wendy's is
baked
kinda
potatoes and all that kind of crap.
I mean, it is a fast food place, but it's Wendy's almost on its own plane of existence. You know what I mean?
Wendy's and Captain D's are just off onto its own
I
plane
would
of
say
existence.
Captain D's more than Wendy's is definitely closer.
Okay, so I'd put Wendy's under Whataburger and McDonald's. If I have to classify it.
No, I agree with that.
Then the cesspool of Burger King, Taco Bell, and Captain D's is at the very bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Taco Bell, I feel like I'm going to get an STD when I go into Taco Bell. All right. It is just grody and nasty. I love me some Doritos Los Tacos.
Just my thing is that's not the first time I've heard someone say that.
And it's the ones that have been around for a while that's like that. The new ones, they're being bougie. They're being bougie. Have you been in one of the new ones?
I've been in like their remodeled ones.
Yeah, it's bougie.
I miss like the old like 90s like what's it
stereotypical Mexican.
No,
American Mexican.
It was there's a particular word for it. It's something wave. Anyway, it's very like 80s 90s aesthetic kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I loved those Taco Bells. Just they were like you're just like this doesn't feel right. And but now it's all changed and I'm like whatever.
So we got that Burger King like I don't even know
Burger
if they
King to me is like on
like I don't even know if they know how to serve food.
I haven't been to Burger King forever.
Like
I used to
the burgers always taste weird.
I honestly cannot remember the last time I ate at Burger King, and the only thing that I can remember of theirs that I actually liked was the chicken fries.
Yeah. And then like their chicken nuggets are shaped in like lightning bolts, and it's like it gets a little weird to me. Okay, It gets a little weird. Captain D's, I haven't been there in probably 20 years.
I haven't been there in a long time, but I was never disappointed with their food. I always thought it was good.
Now, do we Firehouse and Subway? They don't have drive-throughs, but are they?
Subways can have drive-throughs, but I've heard people define Subway as a fast food restaurant.
How about Firehouse? I can if we put one of them, they have to have the other.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so Firehouse is up there with the McDonald's Whataburger side of it.
Sure.
Subway is above the cesspool that is Taco Bell, Burger King.
I would not agree.
Really?
Their food sits out all day in a vat.
Okay. It's not awful because they got the bacon game going on. Okay, they got the bacon game going on.
Their food's not it tastes fine, but it's like when you think about it's like, oh, eat fresh. Like you think about it, you're like, oh, that's so not fresh. That's been sitting out there all day.
Their former spokesman was a pedophile.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. Doesn't help to have
a blemishes.
A pedophile just spokesperson. So there's the ranking. Let's go one more time so everybody's got it. They can make charts, put it up on the walls.
Yeah.
And know if you're going to eat.
Let us know your ranks in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. And we'll judge you for that.
I won't judge.
I will. And there might be some places that I've never eaten.
That's true. Yeah, there's also Checkers.
Yeah, like Checkers and Crystals are kind of like in their own little you're drunk and you're going to get those.
The last time I had Checkers, I was in middle school, which was a lifetime ago.
I've never eaten at a Checkers. I've eaten at a Crystals once. We didn't even rank Dairy Queen.
Oh my god, I haven't been to Dairy Queen in forever. I bet the last time I was at Dairy Queen was also in middle school.
Okay, so Dairy Queen, just because they're
whenever I did go to Dairy Queen, I loved it. I don't rank Dairy Queen up high.
Dairy Queen cooks everything in grease, which is delicious. Okay, I'm not hitting them for the grease.
No.
Okay.
Every fast food thing, there's grease.
Yeah.
That's why it's fast food.
Yeah. I would put them slightly, just because the Blizzards are not the Blizzards. They're milk. No, it is Blizzards.
Yeah, they're called Blizzards.
Yeah. They're freaking delicious.
Yes, they are.
They're above McDonald's and Whataburger.
I can respect that.
There you go. What was the others? Checkers and Crystals. I can't give a clear opinion on those.
I like Crystals just because, little boost sandwich, or burger,
it's disgusting.
I like it. Just nom nom nom.
It's processed pig's feet.
Dude, everything at fast food is processed pig's feet except for Jesus chicken.
Okay, I was about to say do not shame the name. So here we go. Here's the Dykes ranking of fast food. Chick-fil-A, Shuhei, full of grace. Mm-hmm. Todd Howard comes out on stage. Next, we have Arby's.
No, it's Panera.
Oh, sorry. Panera, then Arby's, curly fries. Okay, that's why they get that's why they get ranked so high.
That and their jalapeno bites really good.
True. Next is Dairy Queen.
Okay.
Blizzards, good.
Very good.
I'm lactose intolerant, so it's not that good for me.
Also, they were in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie. They did that really obvious brand deal.
Yes, they did. And then it got destroyed. Next is McDonald's Whataburger. They're side by side.
I respect that.
Fries, some of the best fries, like normal fries. Mm-hmm. I'm also like some of this is ranking by fry.
No, I mean they all have the different reasons for why they're there. I love kids meals. I love Shamrock Shakes. I like their fish fillets. Fillet of fish, whatever it's called.
Give me that little fish. Give me that fish.
That's been a while since I've heard that.
Yes. So after that, what did I put after that?
Let's see. I think Whataburger, McDonald's type.
Yep.
Was it Wendy's?
Yeah, we had Wendy's. Wendy's right under that.
Wendy's, Captain D's.
No, Captain D's is like in the cesspool of.
Oh, with Taco Bell, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So cesspool is Taco Bell, Captain D's, and Burger King.
Yes, that's right. Firehouse was up there with McDonald's. And
Yeah. Firehouse was up there, and
then Subway.
Subway is like barely edging its way out of the cesspool, but it's still like it's got like a.
It's like the sub is in the cesspool, but the way is like getting out there.
Yeah.
Like just imagine the logo. Just
like,
trying to get out. But then Burger King, Taco Bell, and Captain D's. They're all like dragging Subway down.
So like
that scene in Hercules.
Like the cesspool is like just made up of bile. Like someone has a bad gallbladder, and just the bile is like spewing out. That's what the cesspool was made out of.
I'm just like everyone watching this episode right now is just like,
why? I thought
where's all the nerd news? All the nerd news happened last week.
We've been working hard, guys. We work hard. See, I bought this thing. Okay.
Oh, it's like the things you can like hold.
Yeah. I bought this thing, and I have a leather case. Okay, have a leather case. It pops off it popped off twice. That's like the third time. You can take it off if you want. The third time it's popped off today. But it's been popping off once a day. And I'm just thinking, I want this to work because I'm constantly needing it. Like to hold it to.
Yeah, it sticks better on my phone.
Yeah.
It's because of the leather.
I love my leather cases. So you have a Chick-fil-A story.
Yes. It's been a while now, so I'm going to have to try to remember all the details. It's been a while. Okay, so a while back, my friend and I were meeting up. We're like, let's get some Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Because
was Shu there?
No, he wasn't.
Full of grace.
I'm glad he wasn't because he didn't. I'm glad he didn't have to see what was witnessed.
Yeah.
So I'm.
He's a gentle creature.
He must be protected. So I'm pulling up, at the shopping complex we were going to, where the Chick-fil-A was. There was a clothing store. So I'm pulling up. I'm driving in front so I can go to the Chick-fil-A. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden this woman starts walking out in front. I'm like, oh, geez, this is a woman. So I stop, and she just she's walking very slowly. She slows down in front of me and just stares at me, and I'm like, I wasn't about to run you over.
Be
okay,
that deserves a honk moment. I mean, get out of the way.
I was like, you know what, whatever. But
see, I don't know if you have road rage like me.
I can.
I have road rage on the level of someone with a lot of road rage.
No, I can get mad, but I tend to just be like, whatever, I'm focusing on what I gotta do, whatever.
Yeah.
So, the thing, I noticed she was wearing a very bright, tacky peacock shirt. So I texted my friend. I was stopped, by the way. Don't text and drive. I was stopped waiting for her to pass, and I was like, dude, this weird lady just passed by me, and she's wearing the tackiest peacock shirt ever. And she was like, okay. And so we get to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And then
full of grace.
Full of grace. And so I park, and then I'm waiting for my friend, and then all of a sudden I see another car parked near me. Mm-hmm. And then I see a bright, tacky peacock shirt walk out of the car and go inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god! I'm telling my friend. She comes in my car. I'm like, dude, that's the lady I was talking about. She's like, oh yeah, her shirt is really weird.
Tacky.
It's I can't describe. It's that really bright pattern peacock.
It's one of those
shirts.
Cheap shirts. It's so bright. It's trying to make up for the cheapness of the shirt.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It was one of those just you saw it and you're just why did you buy it, and two, why did you decide to wear it today? Well, Like it's one of the like it looks more like a silkier kind of material. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get in there, and like, but the thing is, like, we saw her go in, and we saw some other people go in before her, and we walk in, and she's like really far up in line, and we're like, how did that happen? And we heard some people talking, and I didn't hear it, my friend did.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah.
she walked in and just immediately went to the front of the line. She didn't like go into the queue, as they say. But and there was this like, it was a bunch of like military, because like where we are, we're close to the Navy base.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of military people, and this one like, you know, kind of more muscular defined girl is like, we were here first. You need to go to the back of the line. And the lady was like, and she was like, yeah, just go to the back of the line. I think I can't remember, one of the cashiers might have been like, you know, yeah, you got, these people were here before you, whatever.
Yeah.
So she goes to the back, whatever.
One, that's disrespectful, like, to anybody.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like, it was awful. And this is just the beginning.
And two, those are people serving our country, keeping our country safe.
Oh, no, absolutely, yeah.
And they wanted some Jesus chicken. Okay.
Just look at that Jesus chicken.
Yeah. Why are we doing this? Yeah.
I don't think there is a Chick-fil-A on the base.
I don't know.
Whatever. They wanted that Jesus chicken. They were gonna get it. So she goes to the, like, not behind us, but like she went to the back of the line and then we got in. So like she's standing there, whatever. And so eventually she goes to get her order. And you know how at Chick-fil-A, because they're trying to be on the up and up, like they give you the thing.
Yeah.
So like this is before they even started doing up and up. They give you a thing so they can bring out your food.
Yeah.
Especially during, you know, busy times. So you can go sit down. So the cashier, who is an African American, which is important to the story. Okay. Like it's not explicit, but just based on this lady, you can tell that she is not exactly. She's probably pretty racist.
She's not of modern times.
Yeah. So the cashier, cashier. She said like she gives her the thing, and the lady starts walking away. And she's like, oh, like. It's like just very calm, like, oh ma'am, you need to, like, you forgot this, you need to take this. And she was like, I don't have to take that anywhere. And the cashier was just like, I'm not going to take that anywhere. It's disgusting. I'm not going to touch that. It's gross. I'm not going to touch that. And she's like, what? And she's like, you're trying to force me to take this. I'm not going to take this. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do anything you tell me to do. Just walks off, and we're like my friend and I look at each other like, did that just happen? I'm like, okay.
That's when. You don't give her food.
Well, there's, again, it's only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
We found out so much in this story.
Only the beginning, guys.
So she does that, and then, so my friend and I, we get our food, and we're just like, what is that? And then, but the thing is that the cashier who's sitting there, she's like, she does this all the time. And we're like, she's been here, but like, what? And so my friend and I, we sit down at one of those, like, higher tables. The lady's sitting in a booth, like, right next to us, so we're like, this is awkward. So we're sitting there, and she gets on the phone with someone, and blah 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 blah, and then there's a white worker who comes out, and she's like cleaning the tables, you know, just trying to do her job. Yeah. And she comes out, and she's like, excuse me, miss. And the lady's like, oh yes, can I help you? And she's like, I want to report one of your workers. She was being so unkind to me. She was trying to force me to do things, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. I don't have to do what you tell me to. And the lady was like, we just do that because it makes it easier. And she's like, yeah, I get that, but like, I'm not going to. But you should talk to her. She's being completely unprofessional. Just all this stuff. And we're like my friend was saying this like the whole time, like we're just trying to like not look at this, like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
This horrible human being, apparently.
No, like that's all we could describe her as. We were like, she was so horrible.
Would you say that she was being garbage?
She was being worse than garbage.
Was she in the cesspool?
She was in the cesspool. She probably created the cesspool.
She probably did.
And she was like, like I should be valued here. And she's like, I'm a very rich woman. I don't have to be here. Like, that is a word for word quote. I'm a very wealthy woman. I don't have to be here. And the lady, like the poor worker, she was just like, yes, ma'am, I understand. You can tell, like, she's just trying to get back to work. And she's like, yes, ma'am, like, I understand. And she's like, maybe I'll just go through the drive-through. She's like, yeah, that way, you know, you don't have to worry about any stuff like that or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I might just do that next time. And also, she was feeling like, whenever she was eating her food, it was really weird, but that's whatever. So eventually, like, I think she said some other, like, terrible stuff, like, more specific terrible stuff, but I just can't remember now because it's been a few months.
Yeah.
And then eventually, lady leaves, and the worker who came back, because, like, anytime she was talking to a Caucasian person, she was more friendly. The one time she just lost it was whenever the cashier was African American. We're like, that can't be a coincidence. Like, nah. Especially given everything else she was saying. And so she, like, the lady who was cleaning the tables, she came back out, and we're just like, what was it with that lady? And she was like, oh my god, I know, right? And so she was telling, like, we were talking about it, and she's like, yeah, and the thing is that, like, she's like, she doesn't really come in very often. A lot of the time, she just goes to the drive-thru, and she says it all the time. She's like, I'm a very wealthy woman. I don't have to be here. We're like, what is the story behind this horrible person? Like, she constantly goes to this Chick-fil-A. Clearly, like, she's like, they were saying, like, she's a regular there. Like, not a rare occurrence for her wealthy presence to be there.
Oh.
Like, like she said, she is a regular. Like, she goes there all the time. She's like, I'm so wealthy, I don't have to be here. And it's like, no, you don't, but you're gonna come back. Yeah, exactly.
There's a Ruby Tees right across the road. There's a Ruby Tees.
Like, it was, oh my gosh. It was so funny, uncomfortable, and awful at the same time. Like, I wish I could remember more, like, because there was some terrible stuff that she had said about, especially about, like, the cashier, and then, like, she was talking to someone behind the counter. Like, it was so weird.
Was it a mic? There's always a mic.
I might have been.
Like, whenever you go somewhere and you're, like, trying to get in.
Yeah, because she was being weird to the cashier, and then she started talking to this dude who was working in the back, and she was being really nice, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess she's just being weird. Maybe she's a germaphobe. I don't know. And then she just lost it again, and we were just like, what is with this lady? Like, she's like, she was trying to force me to take this, and she was like, she just said, hey ma'am, you forgot this. Like, that's all. But, like, the cashier was just like, she was just so unfazed by it. She was just like, she does this all the time. Oh my gosh.
So the moral of the story is,
don't be cesspool or garbage.
Yeah.
And respect your Jesus chicken.
Yes. If you act like that, you don't deserve to go to Chick-fil-A. In my book.
Like, it was so weird.
Like, you are a horrible person.
I'm gonna ask my friend if she remembers any of the other stuff she said, and if she does, I'll mention it next week.
So there you have it, guys.
Is there gonna be an episode next week?
I don't know.
You get married.
I'm getting married. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's cray. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be gone.
I mean,
Like, there's gonna be 2 weeks. Like, it's gonna be coming up to everybody else.
I'll be here, but
like, I want
if
like
that computer's not working,
I'm gonna like let go of the ship. Y'all gonna have to guide it. Y'all gonna have to put it into port, take it back out, like in Black Flag.
I'm gonna let Robbie do that. He knows more of like the admin stuff than I do. Tell Robbie to do it.
Yeah, we'll
Robbie,
figure that out. We'll figure that out, guys. But
this has been the least informative.
And we're informed, and we offered free stuff. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we offered free stuff, and then we gave them something that they desperately needed, and that was
stories about our lives.
Stories about our lives. And Jesus Christ, it peeled off again.
Gotta get a new phone case, my dude.
I don't want a new phone case. I love my leather Apple case. Mm-hmm. We gave them the ranking of fast food.
A debatable ranking, but sure.
It's my ranking.
It's your ranking.
It's my ranking. I need to make a graphic. Someone make a graphic of my ranking of fast food. And we need to see a Todd Howard and a Shuhei Yoshida on there. Like, you can't leave that. Like, you just can't be like, oh, here's these, like, these tiers or whatever. It has to have those on there. Mm-hmm. And it has to be built up on a mountain. There has to be a cesspool. Put some work into it, okay? It'll be awesome. And we'll recognize you. Just like our Patreon supporters. They went over to patreon.com/nerdcave.
What?
Tossed us a few dollars.
What?
Just like Caleb Palmer and Nick Caputo. Thank y'all.
Out.
Caleb is actually our Patreon producer.
What?
He produced this episode. So everything that you heard today is all because of Caleb Palmer.
Thanks, Caleb.
Yep.
Thank you for providing people with stories of fast food.
Like he wrote it and he was like, I'm writing and producing this episode.
Yeah, it's true. I think I let people peek behind the curtains sometime last week during E3, but all of Nerd Cave episodes are scripted.
Yeah, they are. Like, we're so good at actors.
Yeah, the whole thing about me, like, oh, my friend, it was just a story. It never happened.
Yeah, none of this is all fake. There's a green screen right here. This isn't a city. Yeah, I know. Crazy, isn't it? But you can go over to Nerd Cave on YouTube, and you can get everything for free. Mm-hmm. But you got to wait for it. Gotta wait for it.
Still wait. In this day and age, it's all about instant. You know, digital downloads, instant. Fast food, instant.
Mm-hmm. If you want that instant gratification on Mondays, patreon.com/nerdcave, you can get the podcast early.
Oh my God.
Before everybody else. Or you can wait. You don't have to toss us those dollars, but you're going to get it late. You can get it broken up topic by topic. Friday, we put the whole thing up for your gratification, but it's going to be late. It's going to be like soggy fries. Mm-hmm. News going to be a little old at that time.
It's gonna be one of those. It's like you got McDonald's fries and then you started eating your burger and then you forgot about the fries and they're cold by that point.
I just remembered Zaxby's is a fast food chain.
I forgot about Zaxby's. Zaxby's is good.
Zaxby's is right under Chick-fil-A.
I respect that. Zaxby's is some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not Jesus chicken, but it's good chicken.
It's good. Like the fries are really good. The only fries that you can reheat are Chick-fil-A fries, though.
I've never actually reheated
their fries. They're the only ones that you can reheat, and they're not
waffle fries.
I know. So, the Nerd Cave is like Chick-fil-A. We're gonna put a smile on your face, and you can get it early. But you got to pay for it, or you can wait and reheat those fries, and they're still good.
Mm-hmm. And they're waffle fries.
Yeah, you can go over to YouTube right where you're watching it right now and enjoy that.
Whatever. Yeah, they'd have to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tired. Not thinking
it's okay.
straight.
And we post a lot of cool stuff on Instagram. I'm killing it on the Instagram game. Mm-hmm. Not bragging on myself or anything, but I am.
I totally knew that we had Instagram.
Yeah, we do. Nerd Cave Vids. There it is. So, on behalf of everybody that loves Chick-fil-A,
and all other fast food restaurants.
Yes, and all other fast food restaurants.
Except Subway. Come on, guys.
And the Nerd Cave. This has been Zach.
And Allie.
Have a week. If you enjoyed that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want gaming content, you can go over to Nerd Cave Gaming right there. If you want to support us, you can check out Patreon right there. If you want more videos, check them out right here. Go ahead, pick one of them. I wonder which one you're going to do. If you're going to be cool, you pick any of them. All 4 of them. You'd be awesome.